Alright, this is just going to be a quick demonstration of how I use Lossless Cut to trim and retime my runs. I'm going to open it up here. It's a fresh installation, so I don't have any of my configuration, but one thing I do recommend setting before you open any videos is the working directory. I just like creating a folder called Lossless Cut because it's easy in my videos folder. You can put it wherever you want though, and then that's basically all that you need to worry about. The reason you want to create a working directory is because, as you can see, I have a large folder here with all of my VODs. If I don't set a working directory, it's going to put a couple extra files in this folder with the same name, but a different extension, which is going to be annoying to deal with. So this is just a random stream VOD from last year. I'm going to pretend that attempt 130 here is a PP that I want to cut out. I want to grab the start point, which is when I reset the game. One of the quirks of Lossless Cut is that you use this keyframe cut here. These keyframes are just every 2 seconds, at least with my configuration in OBS. And that allows it to cut the video without having to re-render it because the keyframe includes all of the video data for that frame. So I just want to reset the game here. And for some reason it always includes the video from like one keyframe before, so I actually preemptively cut it there, even though it's actually going to start here before I reset. So that's perfect, that's what I want. And now I want to end the video before I actually end my full recording because there's some messing around at the end, just talking or whatever. So I just want to show the end for a couple seconds, and that's good. Again, using these keys here to go between keyframes. So already this is ready to export, but I also want to retime my run. Let's pretend that the time starts when I start the timer, even though it doesn't necessarily always do that. So I'm going to use period and comma to just go forward and back a frame until I find what I want. And I'm going to add a segment here with this plus button. And that just adds another boundary that you want to set for exporting, although we're not actually going to be exporting this other segment, it's just for finding out the duration of the run. So once the boss health here reaches 0, I'm going to stop my recording, or I'm going to stop my segment here. You can also use the left and right arrow keys. That doesn't actually go by keyframes though, I think it goes by 2-second intervals regardless of keyframes. But anyway, we are now here. Boss health is 0 on this frame, so I'm going to end it there. And apparently it's 4737.75, or this amount of frames here. I don't want to export this, so I'm going to uncheck this checkbox, and this one stays checked because this is what I want to upload to YouTube or whatever else. And then last thing, if you're streaming with music or something, or you have a VOD track, you can go into that menu on the top left and mute certain tracks. I prefer doing this just so that I save a few megabytes of storage from not having these extra audio tracks that aren't in the final product. And now I'm ready to export. It's going to put it in this working directory that I set. I'm going to keep all of this the same because I want it to stay Matroska, and I want to keep these 2 tracks. This separate files thing, if you have multiple segments that you want to export, separate files means that it exports them as individual files. If you do segments to chapters, it puts them in the same video but has chapters, but obviously that's not really what you want if you have multiple runs. So again, I would just keep all of this the same and click export again. It takes a few seconds, but it's going to put that in your Lossless Cut folder. There's also this LLC file. What this does is it just allows it so that if you open the same VOD, it's going to remember these boundaries that you've set for your segments, so you can pick up where you left off. And another thing that goes in the working directory is screenshots. So if you want a video thumbnail, let's say I want to highlight this auto scroller here, so I just go to the frame I want. Sure, let's grab that and click this, and it just puts it in there, and I'm ready to also upload that alongside my video for the thumbnail. And that's basically all you need to know for using Lossless Cut.